Hey, hi, hello everyone, it is Marissa here, and today I have a sit-down talking video that has to deal with makeup. I'm going to be talking today about cruelty-free makeup products and brands because it is something that recently I've been looking a lot into. I've made a personal choice to stop purchasing brands of makeup that test on animals because ethically it's just something that is not okay with me. If you weren't aware, big makeup brands like CoverGirl, Maybelline, they test on animals. Thousands of animals die each year from animal testing just to see if, you know, our mascaras will irritate our eyes and if our blushes will break us out, and they test it on like bunnies and rats, and it's something that isn't necessary and shouldn't be going on still, and it's crazy that it does. For medical purposes, that's a whole different reason, but for cosmetics, and it's not even necessary for life, like animals shouldn't be dying because of that. So that is why I've decided to make this change. In case you guys were wondering as well, I went through my whole makeup collection. Okay, well I had a ton of products. Like I had a bunch of baby lips, like Maybelline baby lips. Does anybody remember when those were super popular? Because they were so popular. I had a bunch of them, and I had a ton of other products that were just really old and gross. So I went through it all and just like pitched them. But if it was like still like super full and like had a lot of use left out of it, or it was like a gift or something, like for my birthday I got the Benefit Roller Lash, but they test on animals, so obviously I'm still going to use those products up and not just throw it away because that's a waste. But when I decide to use my own money on a product, I'm going to make sure it's cruelty free. And I would like to bring up the topic of companies that are owned by other companies that do test on animals. So an example of this would be Tart or Burt's Bees. Burt's Bees is owned by Clorox, I think, and they do test on animals, but Burt's Bees itself does not test on animals. So when looking at that, you kind of just have to make a personal choice of whether you still want to support them or not, because the money you're spending on that product still does go to this company that is carrying out this practice that is obviously not ethical at all. I'm going to be linking down videos and like articles and stuff that helped me make this decision of going cruelty free, so if you want to check that out, you should. Now I'm still supporting these companies. I'm going to be looking into it further, but I feel like if a company sees that more products are being bought from a company that is cruelty free versus not, then they'll see that this is actually something important and maybe they should, you know, stop testing on animals. So that's why I'm still supporting those companies, but I'm still figuring that out. I'm also figuring out if I want to like head in the direction of going all vegan with my makeup products. I haven't really looked into that as much, but I am going to. That would obviously be a little bit more challenging because there are not as many brands that are totally vegan, but there are a lot of brands that are, as I've looked into it a little bit. So if I do decide to go that way, I will make another video and you guys can definitely just see my journey of what I put on my face. So I'm going to show you guys makeup brands that don't test on animals to give you an idea of how possible it is to just limit yourself to brands that don't test on animals. And these brands I've bought at Ulta, Sephora, and Target, and just like places that are easily accessible, so you can definitely make this possible. So the first one I wanted to talk about is NYX. They have tons of different lines, and I've really always just been a big fan of them because they're super inexpensive. This is an HD concealer and this is an HD powder, and I like wearing this for when I'm on camera and stuff, so NYX is an awesome brand to look into if you are needing something on the cheaper side but still want to be cruelty free. Tarte is a brand that I mentioned that is owned by a company that is not cruelty free, but it itself is cruelty free. I've just always really liked Tarte products even before I knew that they were cruelty free, so I'm really relieved that they are, and they have awesome lip products. This is a bronzer and this is their clay foundation, which is amazing. Burt's Bees has awesome lip products. I know MAC is like hugely loved for their lipsticks, but they do test on animals, and they're one of the bigger companies that totally test on animals. So all of these other makeup brands that have lipstick lenses, there are options that are cruelty free, so yeah. BECCA Cosmetics is a higher line. I really love their eyebrow pencil. I've run out of my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I really love, and they are also cruelty free, so that's great. But yeah, so this brow pencil is really great. And then I just recently picked up their under eye concealer, and as you can see on the back, they have the little symbol that says that they are cruelty free. If you want to know if something's cruelty free, you can look at the PETA website for the ethical treatment of animals. That's what it stands for. But yeah, so they have printable lists on their website, and it's super awesome and easy to access. So just in case you were wondering. Too Faced is also cruelty free, and I love their products. If you have not tried this mascara, you need to. It is their Better Than Sex mascara. It is so good. And then I love this blush as well. It's so pretty. But yeah, and then also a cruelty free brand is BECCA, and I've heard so many good things about their highlighters, so I really want to look into that. But yeah, so Too Faced is cruelty free, and that is a higher makeup brand, but totally worth the money. A cruelty-free makeup brand that I'm a really big fan of is Decay. So yes, your naked palettes are cruelty-free. They were not tested on animals, and that is super just nice and great because they are such a big name in the makeup world. I made a list on my phone of researching all these cruelty-free brands, and there's also tons of charts online as well of different bloggers that they have put together. So other ones that I didn't talk about would be bareMinerals. They're cruelty free. Dermalogica, I used to use their tinted moisturizer all the time in junior high, so they're really cool. Elf Cosmetics, super cheap, literally the cheapest brand, and they're actually decent quality, so definitely check them out. Lush, Kat Von D, Pacifica, I heard they are vegan as well, so I really want to look more into that brand. Smashbox, Wet n Wild, and Yes to Carrots. All of those are cruelty free. One more thing I wanted to mention before I ended this video is an app. It is called Bunny Free. You can put in a makeup brand. It will tell you the details of the company and if it tests on animals, which I think is really nice because if you're in a pinch somewhere and you don't know whether a brand is cruelty free or not, you can just look it up on your phone. Of course, a quick Google search will usually help you out as well, but I just think an app is really fun and easy, so I'll put that in the description as well. And just cutting out those brands, I feel is a struggle a little bit because I have always been a fan of Benefit. I love their Hoola bronzer and stuff, but I'm just not going to support them anymore because ending animal cruelty is just a bigger thing. And some people are going to be like, hey, just because you don't buy products that are tested on animals, it's not going to make a difference. But I think it does, and I'm going to do what I can to stop this, and I hope you guys do too, because if more people do it, then a change is going to happen sooner. And I know when you're just buying something at the store, it's not something you think of, but it really does have a big impact on these animals' lives, and I feel you should care about that. But yeah, that's the end of my video. I did a lot of talking, but I hope it helps you guys and makes you just think about choices when you're buying beauty products. This video, if you want to see more talking beauty type videos, I don't know. And also subscribe if you're not already, because that would make me super happy. I hope you're having a super great day, and I will see you in my next video.